Hello, thanks so much for stopping by. My name is Akunna Ukanwa, and in this video I'm going to show you a few of the ways I use the NaNo Tape around my home, as well as how to remove the tape from surfaces without causing any damage. So if you're curious about the NaNo Tape but you don't know how to use it, this video is for you, and you should definitely keep watching. This is what the NaNo Tape looks like in case you haven't seen one before, and it's also known as the alien tape or the gecko tape. Do you see any resemblance between this tape and a wall gecko? If you do, please comment below. The NaNo Tape is thicker and stickier than your regular tape. It is also double-sided, which means that either side of the tape can glue. There's a plastic film covering one side, and this prevents it from sticking to things unnecessarily. Tape is transparent or see-through, and I think that's because it's supposed to appear invisible after you've used it. If you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please click on the subscribe button to do so now. It only takes a few seconds. You can also turn on your notification by tapping on that bell symbol over there, so that whenever I upload a new video, you'll be notified and you can come and view it. So this is the board I'm going to hang up as my background. It's made of wood. The first thing you do whenever you want to use the NaNo Tape is to clean the surface of the item you're going to apply the tape to. Make sure there's no dust or residue on it, because if there is, the tape will not hold properly and everything will just fall down. So here I'm just cleaning the front and the back of my board to make sure that there's no barrier to the tape. So once everything is dry, I apply my tape in strips. The amount of tape you need is determined by how heavy the item is. So the heavier the item, the more tape you will use. Like this wooden board, it's pretty heavy, so I had to put enough NaNo Tape on it to be able to carry the weight of the board. If the tape gets stuck to your fingers like it's doing to mine right now, just dip them in some water, flick off the excess, and you'll find that the tape is no longer sticky. The same thing with your scissors. If it's difficult to cut through the tape, just dip it in some water, flick off the excess, and you'll see that it's easier to cut through the tape. Just make sure the tape dries very well before you apply it, otherwise it won't still stick. When you're done applying your NaNo Tape, peel off the plastic film and stick your item to the wall. My board didn't stick well, it kept coming off the wall, so I had to use a damp cloth to clean off the wall and remove anything causing a barrier between the tape and my item. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm actually wiping the wall with a damp cloth, and this removes any residue, any dust, any oil or grime on the wall that is preventing the tape from sticking on. So after cleaning the wall and it had dried, I hung up the board, and I noticed that this time it adhered better to the wall than it did before. So I'm just pressing it down to make sure the board is really secure. I even tried pulling it off the wall because it was tilting a little bit to one side, and I wanted to straighten the board, but it didn't come off. So that's how snug the board was to the wall. Anyways, I'm just going to hang up the rest of the frames to create my background, and then you can tell me what you think about what I've done in the comment section. There are so many ways you can use the NaNo Tape around your house to make your life easier. Like, I use it to organize unruly wires in my house. You know, those annoying wires behind the TV that won't allow you clean that area well, or those extension box wires that keep tripping you for no reason. Or maybe it's just me, those things happen too. But you can use the NaNo Tape to bind wires together and keep everything organized and neat. The rug in my living room shifts whenever my son plays on it, and sometimes it makes him to fall down, so I put some nano tape underneath so that no matter how he plays on the rug stays in place. I've also used the nano tape to block holes in my windows and in my mosquito net. I know it doesn't look nice, I know it looks a hot mess, but it works. The net is sealed and you can see that the mosquitoes and cockroaches cannot come in, and I didn't even have to spend much money to patch it. Another thing I use the nano tapes for is my bath mats. Even though they are non-skid, I still put some nano tape underneath so that I don't step on it one day and it will just take my leg and make me do the splits. That's one of my greatest fears in life. I also put some nano tape under my placement mats to hold it down. I started doing this a few days ago because my son was eating his breakfast one morning, and in his usual toddler behavior, he couldn't sit still. And the next thing I saw was plates flying off the table and scattering on the floor. So I have been doing this ever since, and I feel like this will reduce the risk of that accident ever happening again. As easy as it is to use the nano tape, it is even easier to remove it. There are some surfaces that the tape adheres better to, like plastic, wood and paper, but even at that, all you need to take off the nano tape is some water. Just tap the water on the place you put the tape on, leave it for some few seconds. You'll see that the tape peels off easily. Just make sure to be careful when you're removing the tape from delicate surfaces like paper so that you don't tear it. So another cool hack for the nano tape is to use it to hide your bra under your clothes. Remember I said it's a double-sided tape and it's sticky on both sides. There are some kinds of top I wear and my bra strap will have the tendency to slip out, so I use the nano tape to hide it and to hold it in place. All I do is just cut some tape, put it on the bra strap, peel off the film and glue my top to the bra. I just make sure that my bra and the top are aligned very well. I also do the same for the area around my armpits to prevent my bra from showing from that area as well. Just like that, no more exposed bra straps. You can thank me for the hack by subscribing. The final hack I have for you concerning the nano tape is to use it to hang up your backdrop. For me, this is the most important of all the hacks I have shared in this video, because for those of us creatives who are just starting out with little to no funds to buy the equipment we need, the nano tape will hold up your backdrop better than any backdrop stand will. Plus, it's super affordable. I bought my medium size of the nano tape for about 900 naira, which is about $1.50 when you convert it, and you can compare that to the price of an actual backdrop stand. You'll see that the nano tape is cost effective and very easy to use. So to use the nano tape to hang up your backdrop, cut as much nano tape as you need and place them on the length and breadth of the backdrop. Don't forget to put some in the center as well. Peel off the plastic film and smooth your backdrop to any surface that you want to hang it on. Just remember that the backdrop has to be clean as well as the wall you're adhering it to. And voila, that's all it takes to hang up your backdrop. I really hope you've been inspired and that you've learned one or two things from this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And also don't forget to check out the welcome to my channel video if you haven't watched it already. It'll give you a lot of insight into who I am and what my channel is about. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.